233.
233. So if you're going to have an owner of an escape room, that's the one that you want to go with, somebody who's seen it and done it all.
Yeah, I could have bought a house by now, but priorities, right? I mean, escape room priorities.
Yeah, I think that was a good investment. And we're back with another episode of Unlocking Huntington Beach. What's going on? My name is Lane Stone, and we've got another good one for you today. It's part of our interview series, and we're with the owner, Ben, Surf City Escapes. What's going on? Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here because if you guys haven't seen some of these videos on their Instagram, you should go check them out right now because it's great. They're in Pacific City, right across from the bungalow. And we as a team actually had some fun yesterday from when we were filming this yesterday. And we got to try out a couple of their escape rooms. I'm really excited to sit down with you and talk about your whole story and how we came about to Surf City Escapes.
We'll dive right into it.
First of all, I want to know where your nickname came from. I see that your nickname here is Road Dog 27.
Honestly, I just made that up off the top of my head. I just want to see if you actually say it on the show. So I'm really glad you did.
Said it on the show. So it's completely made up. Road Dog 27 is now his new nickname. So make sure you comment Road Dog 27 and say what's up to Ben from Surf City Escapes. But let's talk about a little bit about what got you into the escape room game. I know, does it start as far back as competitive volleyball?
Yeah.
And then going into competitive escape rooms?
Pretty much.
How does the whole story
we
go?
did our first, my wife and I did our first one in 2019. And we were like, this is so fun. It was so cool. Then we started doing more and more. Then we travel for volleyball events, anywhere from Australia, China, wherever. We would always do escape rooms in the area. So we kind of started thinking, like, how cool would it be to have our own? And then we kind of joked around for about 3 or 4 years, like, oh, we could do this theme, we could do this, we could do this. And all of a sudden, it was like, we could just do it. We should just do it.
And when you said you started doing more and more escape rooms, why don't you tell us how many you've done?
233.
233. So if you're going to have an owner of an escape room, that's the one that you want to go with, somebody who's seen it and done it all.
Yeah, I could have bought a house by now, but priorities, right? I mean, escape room priorities.
Yeah, I think that was a good investment.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I hope so.
So for your 233 escape rooms that you've done, I'm sure you've learned what you like about some of the escape rooms, what you don't like about some of the escape rooms. And did a lot of that go into consideration when you built out your rooms? Yeah,
I mean, a lot of it, I'm going to kind of answer your question, but with a big answer, if that's okay.
Sure.
There's kind of two sides of escape room. You have the business side, then you have the hobbyist side. Like some people want to build these big, elaborate 2,000 square foot games in a big warehouse and have all these bells and whistles. We decided to go a little more business aspect, being Pacific City, smaller square footage, cheaper rent. But we also took a lot of aspects of having a lot of digital electronic puzzles, cool intros, cool outros, and making everything understandable. Because most people who get into your experiences are new players. Since I think this was your first experience, you only done one experience. So we didn't want to make the puzzles so far-fetched and hard to understand where we turn away a lot of people. So all the puzzles we made, we got no red herrings, which if you don't know that's stuff that's supposed to throw you off. We have none of that in our games. Just make it easy to understand so new people can follow the story and follow the games better.
And then once you complete it, it's like this satisfaction that you want to come back and do again or try another one and build your confidence in it again. And when Ben's talking to some people off the camera, this is part of our team too. And our team was
Hi,
doing,
team, sorry.
Yes, we had a couple first timers yesterday and they had a really good time and they had a lot of fun. And we're already talking about doing a couple of your rooms coming up soon.
We'll be ready for you.
That sounds good. Okay, so your background though, you're a competitive volleyball player.
Yeah, so my first pro event was coming up 9 years ago.
Wow.
Long time ago. And then I was playing volleyball. I was getting a little older. I kind of started thinking, what else could I do? I don't know a lot else. I know escape rooms, I know volleyball. So I was like, okay, well, let's pivot into escape room world now. And then that was at about 2024, we started doing our research to kind of figure out, is this a business? Is it a hobby shop? How do we make this viable?
Yep. And I know you were talking about Pacific City and the rents and making it a little bit smaller. When I think Pacific City, I really don't think cheaper rents, but you found a good space that I think is conducive for what you need. Yeah, I mean, it's small square footage, which kind of keeps our rent down a little bit. And you also account parking, which is a huge aspect to any business of having that facility down. That was a huge asset because a lot of escape rooms, they'll be in areas where there's not a lot of parking. I try to find street parking, and that can turn away so much business already. That's a great point.
Because a lot of people, we've done rooms before, we're like, hey, we can't park. And they're like, well, your game starts in 5 minutes. We're going to start taking time off. We're like, well, then we're down. We go there. They took time off because I have another group come behind us. And then it kind of hurts the experience a little bit more. We have this beautiful parking structure where no issues with that. All the restaurants in the area, so we can kind of do business with all the other restaurants.
Get a ton of foot traffic.
A lot of foot traffic. A lot of our business so far has been foot traffic through the hotels. Just people walking by and seeing like, oh, this looks fun. They come and ask questions. They book then. They book the next day.
That's
so
awesome.
That's a huge thing for our business, is just getting eyes on it.
And when you were thinking about space, did you always know you wanted to be in Huntington Beach?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. At first, I was thinking more Irvine. There's a lot of escape rooms in that area. And for zonage laws, it's easier to open in Irvine.
Okay.
Because escape rooms fall under recreation entertainment. That zonage isn't in Huntington Beach zoning code.
Okay.
So it's a little more difficult. However, Pacific City is such a mega for the city. The city will allow us to be a little more lenient with stuff like that. So we didn't have to go through a full CUP process, just little aspects of it. So
CUP, conditional use permit?
Correct,
okay,
yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I don't know what the acronyms that people know on there.
No, you're the expert. I'm just here to answer questions. You're the expert.
That sounds good. Okay, and you do have some ties into Huntington Beach, though, right?
Yeah.
You're local and
born and raised in Huntington and went to Huntington Beach High School.
Nice. What year did you graduate?
2015. 2015.
Okay. I like it. I'm an Oiler too.
Hey-o.
A little bit before you. I was 2007 baseball.
Oh, cool.
So,
cool.
Where shorter guys get to play.
Yeah,
you know,
baseball's a cool sport, though. That's a cool sport.
Yeah. But that's cool. Okay. So 233 escape rooms done. And when you're building out, are you able to talk about a couple of your rooms without giving away any secrets?
Oh, if I start to give away some secrets, you cut me off.
Okay, yeah. I'll cut you off. But I think you should talk to some of the viewers about what they can expect on a couple of your rooms, a couple of rooms that you have coming up. And
so we'll go over the theme. So we have 2 experiences open right now. That is Surf's Up and the Winery Infiltration. The premise of Surf's Up, which is my personal favorite, is your parents grounded you because you got caught ditching school. Well, they're off to Pilates. You're going to break out of your room and try to find your surfboard since the waves are epic, which that to me kind of just fit the Huntington Beach vibe, Huntington Beach theme. And there's no other surf themed room out there. And the room's doing really, really well right now in the escape room world.
That's the one that I did, by the way, and that was so much. I was the one that got grounded.
And then the Winery Infiltrator premise of that one is that you're a winery owner. And unfortunately for you, your competitor winery is doing a little too good for your liking. So instead of trying to find a way to boost your sales, find new marketing avenues, you're going to try to break into their business and shut it down. Mm. So that obviously try to fit the California aspect.
Yeah.
So a lot of rooms we open, we try to intertwine California to some extent because we're near the hotels, and a lot of tourism comes through. So we try to incorporate as much of that as possible.
That's smart. That's smart.
And then the other room is we have our spooky game called Specter Inspectors. The theme of that one is you're part of a ghost hunting team called the Specter Inspectors. You got sent to an abandoned house to investigate ghost activity. 2 versions of that game. We have a family-friendly version where you're catching, well, maybe a little spoiler, but I'll say it anyway, sassy British ghosts.
Okay.
And then you have a spooky version, is more for the thrill seekers. But the reason why I have that room was I didn't know this at first, but horror or spooky is your number 2 seller for rooms. Mm. Your number 1 will be movie license games. Those are really expensive. I've tried to get a SpongeBob license, and it's too expensive. It doesn't work out like that. So spooky is your number 2 seller, and every escape room will have to have some spooky element. Hence, a lot of that game is getting a lot of the most excitement. I think you're excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I want to do Spooky Specter.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming some of the people here will prefer a more family Specter. So 2 versions. People can play each one they like. Then our last game, we have a Sherlock mystery game.
Oh, I love Sherlock too.
Very detective theme room where you're inside a Victorian house trying to uncover a missing Egyptian artifact that was stolen.
Oh, that's right up my alley.
That room's gonna be really techy as well. That's gonna be an easier game. So for first time players, people who know nothing about escape rooms, that's the game I'd recommend.
Starting with
that's our starter game. And Specters, that's gonna be our hardest game.
Oh,
that one's gonna be hard.
Hey, we're vets now. You
guys are pros. You guys got out, so you guys can do it.
We escaped with 27 seconds left, so we can do anything now.
Yeah, you guys got it easy.
I can't wait for Spooky Specter and now the Sherlock one too. That sounds great.
Very exciting.
Now, do you think that you're gonna rotate rooms out? And talk about too. I guess it's a 2-part question, but what goes into building out a room? And when you build a room out, how long do you expect those rooms to stay indefinitely or eventually update them?
Yeah, that's a bit of a gray area question because it's so different from every business. From where we are with a lot of tourism, high foot traffic, our games could last 5 to 7 years possibly. Other places that are an industrial park where you're just banking on SEO, people finding you online in local family areas, 3 to 5 years possibly. So, but to go into the building of an escape room, usually you kind of start off with the idea. What do you want to do? What do you want? What's the theme of the game? And you kind of start thinking, okay, how does this incorporate into the theme we want? Like our surfing game, how can we think of surf-themed puzzles?
Did you already know going into it that you were going to do surfing and wine?
Yeah, yes and no. For once we got the location in Huntington, then it was my mind started thinking, okay, what fits Huntington Beach? And what fits California, what fits Huntington Beach?
Yeah.
The wine theme, that's a theme that's pretty digestible for a lot of people. And escape rooms now is mostly young adults who really enjoy them. That to me kind of fit really well. The surf theme, like if we were going to be in Irvine Industrial Park, well, it wouldn't
hit the same.
It wouldn't hit the same. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. So that once we figure like Huntington Beach, Pacific Sea is going to be our home, that's going to be the room that's going to really capture what we want to do here.
Yeah. And then how long did it take you for the surf one and the wine one that we have open now? How long did it take you to build those ones out?
Oh, gosh. Well, we started building the props offsite probably June of last year.
Wow.
Granted, I mean, we have to know the contracting part had to come in. But then for the installation phase, it's about 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
And that's them running all the wires, connect props together, do all the coding, because everything has to fire properly all the time. All has to be coded.
And you have to test it.
Have to test about 2 weeks of testing, making sure things work when they're supposed to. The audio makes sense. People can hear, or if it's too loud, too quiet. Yeah.
So when you're talking about 2 weeks of testing, like how many times would you say you and or others are running through those games just to make sure you're confident enough of like this is ready for the public?
For Surf's Up, we had 2 weeks tested. We averaged about 4 groups per day, 4 to 5 groups per day. So about, what is that? My math is so great. So about probably 40 games before we were like,
this is it.
This is good.
Yeah.
Then we feel ready to go with it.
That's great. I have a little game that I want to play. It's little this or that. It's super easy, but I'm going to ask you a this or that question, and you just say like what you think your preference would be between the two.
Okay.
All right. Scary escape room or a tame puzzle room?
Scary escape room.
Okay. So you're going to be stoked for the spooky Specter too.
I love the scary games.
Okay. Would you rather be on a team full of beginners or a team with one genius who won't listen?
A team full of beginners.
Okay. So beginners can still get through, no problem.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. No, absolutely.
All right. Would you rather lose the game or ask for hints?
Ask for hints. I will ask for as many hits as possible to finish the game.
Really?
I want to see the ending. I do not care about the time or how well we do. I just want to see it.
So of the 233 escape rooms that you've done, you don't have to give me the exact answer, but if you had to ballpark a percentage-wise, like 50% of the time you ask for a hint, less than that? How many times
have I asked for a hint?
Yeah.
Probably 70% of the time.
Okay.
It could be something so simple of like, what do I do? Like, put the key inside the lock. I'm like, oh, you're right. That's something, but about 70% of the time I'll ask for hints. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know because I always felt like, and I've only done 3, by the way. Yours yesterday was my 3rd escape room, and I always felt like I can't ask for a hint. I don't want to ask for a hint. I need to outsmart the system. I need to outsmart the game. I want to get to the end.
A lot of people think like that.
And then there's been a time where I didn't finish either because I never asked for a hint.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to know that somebody who's done it 233 times, 70% of the time you're asking for a hint.
Oh, all the time. I mean, if you don't, it's supposed to be fun. A lot of people get to granted, you want to have fastest time, but if you're getting so stressed where it's not fun anymore, ask for help.
So zero judgment if you ask for
absolutely,
hints.
Yeah, no judgment at all.
Cool. Would you rather design puzzles or be the one solving them?
Design puzzles.
Okay. Would you rather get stuck in a room? Would you rather get stuck in your own room or test the competitors?
Test the competitors.
Ooh, okay.
Can I touch on that super quick? I don't want to go off topic, but in the escape room world, it's not a very traditional business. Your only competitor is bad experiences. So if you've done 3, let's say you've done your first one and you had a horrible time, like floorboards are coming off the ground, you asked for hints, Game Master wasn't there, things were breaking, you would just say, I don't like these, then never go back. And then you would lose out a whole new person on the industry. So a lot of escape room owners, we kind of all work together a little bit. They kind of help each other out. Like I had other escape room owners come beta test our games to give us advice. I've beta tested other places already because we all the end goal is to get more people playing.
Absolutely.
So the goal, if we can just push out the really bad games that turn people off, that's the end goal. So then, because once you finish my games, you don't come back. But if you can go to other places and play their games, then we did something right, and vice versa. They come to us after.
You ever find yourself now being, an escape room pro and an owner that you're giving other owners suggestions or tips or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've beta tested before and they're like, we give advice like, I think you use more lighting on this puzzle. It's kind of hard to see. The audio isn't, this puzzle is a little bit of a stretch meaning like, even if you tell me what to do, it's still hard to follow. Like this puzzle is a little too complicated. Like, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So you guys have it's like a family.
It
really.
It is like a big escape room family.
I love that. And then the last question would be, would you rather compete in a volleyball match again or do an escape room competition?
Oh, boy. Probably an escape room competition.
An escape room. Hey, that's where you're at in your life.
Yeah, that's where we're here now.
I feel the same way. Like it's like I played sports too growing up, and where you're at in your life, it's like, you know, lifetime moves on, but like volleyball, baseball, whatever it is, it's still a huge part of you. And maybe you got to do a volleyball room.
I've thought about that. I just haven't figured out how to incorporate it yet. But one day we'll have a volleyball
Sounds
room.
like a sandy room.
It'd be very sandy. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so for those that are maybe learning about your escape room in Pacific City for the first time here, Surf City Escapes, where can they book a room? Where can they contact you? How can they learn about, you know, bringing a group over?
Yeah, so you can visit our website at surfcityescapes.com. They'll have information there for you. You can follow us on our social medias at Surf City Escapes on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. We post a lot of content there. On our website, you have my email, Ben Vaught at surfcityescapes.com. You can email me whenever, or you can just give me a call, 714-334-6373.
And all of this information that Ben's telling you right now, it's all going to be in the show notes. We're all going to have the links to all of your channels there, all the websites. We'll have your phone number if you want us to put your phone number out there, but like we'll put it all out there for you so it's easy to contact.
Oh yeah, I get calls all the time, and I'm happy to take any call.
Can people book out like so for a corporate event? Can they book it out for the day, or maybe days maybe too long? But can they, you know, book out like we did yesterday? I think our whole team booked out 2 rooms for an hour. And
once we get all 4 games open, if a corporate event, whoever wants to book out all 4 experiences at once, we'll absolutely let them do that.
Birthday parties and stuff like that too. That's
absolutely.
Great. That's great. Is there anything that you're most excited about for the future that maybe we haven't discussed yet about your escape rooms?
I'm excited for summer.
I'm
excited for tourist season to come in, because right now we're in kind of slow season right now, which was a good time to open to allow us kind of work out the kinks, you know, make sure things go properly. But once summer hits, we're going to be slammed, and I'm excited for that.
And is there ever same day availability to do your rooms too? If there's
most of the bookings so far, people book the same day.
Oh wow!
We'll get bookings like. I had a 9:30. I was like, oh, no one's coming in. And at 9:10, I'm starting to close up shop. I check my phone, like, oh, we got a booking.
Yeah.
Turn everything back on. We get the game back up and running again.
You're always safer booking ahead of time online, but it's really nice to know that you can go same day.
Yeah, you can book. Yes, you can book if there's a slot available. You can book 20 minutes before.
I love that. Well, is there anything else before we sign off that you feel like we might have need to touch on or missed?
I think we kind of covered everything.
That's awesome. Well, you guys should definitely check out Surf City Escapes. Ben's the man. What was your nickname again? It was Road Dog 27. Road Dog 27 is the man. I think you guys should definitely check it out. We had a really good time. There's even more rooms coming in the near future. All of the links, everything you need to do to find him is going to be in the show notes. So if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the show notes. If you're listening to it on a podcast, don't drive, be safe, but make sure you save this episode and go back to it later. As always, my name is Lane Stone. I leave this with you each and every week. Do good. Huntington Beach deserves it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you for having me.